And have you reincarnated since you have?
I have not died. Settle down. Let's slow it down right now. I'm right here with you. You know, instead of this, I'm right here with you like this. Let's always be from third eye to third eye. Hello.
Hello. Who am I speaking with?
You're called Baba. You can call me Baba.
Baba.
So you had a question.
I do have a question. So humans seem to be struggling with emotions, and I would love to know, I'm trying to think of a good way to phrase this, because it's such a lengthy topic, but people would like to know how to handle their emotions better, how to be at peace with their emotions, to understand their emotions. Can you speak to this?
When you are saying emotions, that will be very difficult and challenging to try to change. But what you can do is to try to change your reactions. Because what you are referring to as this feeling is the resistance to what you are. You are coming into the world as love. You have forgotten this, and that is why you need reminders. When you are having fun, you are reminded of love. When you are with another person who's bringing joy, there is some beauty in them, perhaps in their physical, perhaps in their personality, then you are also feeling love. When you are hearing music, again and again, outside physical things are reminding you of the internal reality of what you are. That is why you like what you are like. So you like that person, it is because they are like a version of you. Perhaps it is unexpressed version of you. When you are biting into the very sweet fruit, there is a knowing that happens in there. You are biting into it and you are tasting. Really, it is you are tasting yourself. And so, if you believe that all of these wonderful feelings are from the true reality of love, then you are beginning to understand what you are as well. And if that is what you are completely, then anything that is obstructing that is not really an emotion. That is, you are putting the brakes. You are saying that my state of being naturally is love. But when something is happening that you do not want, though it is what it is being experienced or expressed by another person to you. That means they are saying, being something you do not like. Whether it is to you or to another person. Whether it is the way they look, the way they talk, the way they are smelling even. Now, many can say that these reactions are the programmed reactions. Because you say, well, to a farmer, the smell of the manure on the soil is a good smell. That smell of the manure on the soil means that the crops are growing, they are being fed. Now to the person visiting the farm, they are saying, that is a very bad smell. So it is what you are defining as, what is this smell? Is it something that is good happening for the farm, the crops? So the farmer, she knows this very well. But if it is happening to the person visiting who has never been to a farm, do not know how that the manure is feeding the soil, and that is how you are eating, they have not made that connection. They are out of touch with nature, the cycle of nature. When the rain comes, for many poets that is a bad news. For the farmer it is very good news. When the sun comes, to those who are used to a very cold climate, that can be very harsh. And so it is the reactions that are different than what is the comfortable reality. The comfortable reality is that you do not want to be disturbed by anything that is your path. What you feel, what I want to do. What you want to do must be unobstructed. That is what the innocence in you says. It must be unobstructed. Because when you come into this world, ideally, you are hungry, your parents feed you. You are cold, they cover you. You are hot, they uncover you. You need to walk, they hold your hand. You fall, they pick you up. And so, you are always coming from that you are supported. Now, when you are uncomfortable with your emotions, it is because You are uncomfortable really from your reactions about what you are perceiving this situation to be. From the tribal people who are very comfortable with death. Somebody in the tribe dies, they are comfortable with this because they are understanding the cycle of life, they are understanding the eternity of the soul. Tribal people say they are going to the gods in the sky, they are going to ancestors, they are going to another place. This is very much ingrained in them, as you have been told this before. But again, reminding you, because to remind you is to remind you of love of yourself. Now, when something bad happens to you, that means somebody says something to you that you do not like. I do not want to be with you. That means if a friend or a lover or even job is saying we don't want to be with you, what they are saying is they no longer feel that this is of some benefit to them. Perhaps it is because they feel you also have done something to them or you have withheld from them. But the experience to you at that time is painful because you feel that something has been done to you, something has been taken away. So what has been taken away? Your security, your love has been taken away from you. The connection that you are supported has been taken away from you. Even something as simple as you have hurt a part of your body and that part of your body feels unsafe now. Maybe you have twisted your ankle and no one is there to help you. Now you are holding your ankle and you are rocking back and forth. You are trying to breathe. You are trying to lick your wounds. And it is this natural inclination of all beings of togetherness. That is why it is there. It is not that you are supposed to be alone, sitting somewhere forever. That is maybe part of it. I sat under the neem tree for many years. And villagers walking by, what is he doing? He is a madman. Little children would throw the stones at me. What did they know? That is a crazy man sitting there under the tree. Every day he is wearing a cloth, he is only breathing, he is only reciting something. He seems poor. The children do not understand what it is. So they tease and they throw the stones. What would sense to make for me in that lifetime to yell at them, to throw stones back at them? I can get up and find another tree. Those who say, but this is my tree, I must stay here. Well, then you must then deal with those who are opposing you, who do not understand you. But you have a wonderful part of you. And it is part of your survival inclination. And that is, you are always seeking a better situation for yourself. Even if you are sitting in your room, you are hungry, better situation, you are hungry to go to kitchen and eat something. You see, you have to use very simple examples this way. Because when you are caught up in the turmoil, in this kind of tornado of this resistance, your reactions, you are in a tornado of your reactions, something very simple is very much needed. Breathing again. Perhaps you have an animal, the sight of this animal. Perhaps you have to think of a loved one who is passed away. The thought of them brings you some comfort. Now you can choose to focus on that they are not here physically. Of course you will do that. But again, you are training yourself, because every incarnation that you are experiencing, you are here not only to simply to continue, to simply to discover who you were in past lives, but you are here to create, to add to that legacy, to add to this stage of growth, which is endless stage of growth. You are not incarnating on the planet simply that you are here to examine the past lives and then you are to kind of gather little information and say, oh, this is why this is happening this lifetime. It is not for you to stay the same. It is that you are growing. So the child is born, it is enlightened. It has freedom of love, it has freedom of mind, it has freedom of language, can learn many languages at once. The child is enlightened. It is a natural yogi. It is flexible in the body. It is full of light, full of love. And so you are born enlightened. So if you are born enlightened, what is the point of coming? There is a point, because you are not only here for that, you are here to grow bigger. And so that is one stage of enlightenment, to be born. So you are here in the very short time, whether you are here 10 years, 20, 100, In that time, what you are doing is you are experiencing all of this, what you may call contrast. In the contrast, you are going to find out how to expand upon what you are, not to simply stay the enlightenment of the way we are here. Some cultures say you are here to be God-like, you are here to be a God. Even in the Christian religion, it is say to be like Jesus. Jesus is God to them. So to be more like God, to have the consciousness of this. And so, in place like India, what you are saying in Hinduism, it is to be a God yourself, to become that. And what is God? In your English, it is good. You have taken the word and made them one, good and God. So how you are dealing with your emotions is, you first must have a foundation that all is, in a sense, reality, but it is also something that you have co-created. Now you have heard that word, and the modern teachers are saying you have co-created this reality. How do you co-create another reality? But the belief has to change. You cannot simply do affirmation and say, no, I will never have this thing happen to me again. And because many people have said that in bad situations, I will never have this happen to me again, and happens again and again. Why? You cannot simply make a declaration that it is not going to happen again. That everybody says. But you must change the belief that has added to the creation of a situation. What does that mean? That means that whatever the emotional vibration in you, if it is very stiff, then you will have things that will oppose that stiffness. If you are flexible, then you are moving with everything. Look at nature. As you are understanding the plant kingdom, you see what is flowing, the water flowing. So you are, even the sailors, they learn how to use the wind for the ships. And after some time, they also started to learn how to create a motor to go against the wind. But again, that is that you are seeing a need and you are creating a technology. That is what your technology is. You are seeing a need and you are wondering how to fulfill that need. So you had to go against the water, against the current, against the wind. And so you built it. You took what is out of the ground, you made it to the stars, you made it to the moon. And these are your ships made from the materials of the earth. You have the materials inside of you too to reach the stars inside of you, crown chakra, in your consciousness. Use the resources deep within. So when you are ascending, you are actually going inside. It is not you are going up there somewhere, from somewhere else. You are going down within. When you begin to do that, the natural curriculum of this education is understanding your reactions. It is nowhere else. It is not that you are here to be a person simply meditating. Look at me, how long I can meditate, how long I can sit under the tree. That will be easy compared to how long you can sit and walk in this world with the people who are doing things you don't like. What do you do about them? Perhaps there will always be those who do things that you don't like. Do not waste your time, whether it is 70, 80, maximum 100 years you are on the planet. You are waiting for everyone to do everything as you like. You want everything to be perfect. And once it is perfect, what will you do? What will you? You will start living then. Huh? So now you are living half. That means that fear has become your master rather than love. Your commitment must return to love. That the love that you are, it does not mean to every person you must give of everything of yourself to them. That is not the love we are talking, because you cannot possibly give everything of yourself to every person you meet. You are also here to experience. So what you are doing is this love that we are referring to is the center of your being, that you are breathing, that you are flowing, that you are allowing, that you are flexible, that you are not resisting what is being experienced so that you can use it. That is what your technology is. Whether it is the candle that is burning using the oxygen, it is flowing with that understanding, that circuit of energy, that the fire is consuming the oxygen and the wax is melting. The glass is strong enough to hold the flame inside. The table is strong enough to hold the glass. The rock that is under the candle is also made of what it needs to be to hold that. And your technology the same. Now transmission coming through technology of the channel, the transmission going through microphone, going out into airwaves, reaching technology of the ear, of the eye, going into the processing, into consciousness. This happens very quickly. instantaneously. You see, when you are aware, then you can no longer be bored. Because the boredom, it is fundamentally, it is that you are unaware of what is going on. The miracles happening inside your body. Just for you to hear this voice coming from somewhere that perhaps you can feel, perhaps you do not believe, but it is happening. Whether or not you believe, do not believe, like, do not like, you are hearing the sound now. And that itself is a miracle, if you really think about it. And then what begins to happen, because you have come into a surrender, you have come into seeing the grandeur of reality, you will start to submit, you will start to surrender, you will start to feel. Not that you are overwhelmed. That is only a portion of your surrender, because as you are more sensitive, you feel all of the stimulation of the world, of the people, of what they are saying and doing to you, and what you are reacting to out there, and you begin to feel overwhelmed. That is only a stage. After overwhelming, when you apply this technology, inner technology, that is the IT, inner technology, it is also information technology. Then when you are applying this inside of yourself, inner technology means that you are understanding how energy is being used. When you understand what energy is, it is how you are understanding and you are managing what you are, and that is love energy. And so you know when you are putting more love into something, and you know when you are just going through motions. When you are putting emotions of love into something, then that is going to be, it is going to be felt by those who are able to receive it. You cannot make everyone receive it. What else you are asking?
That's such a good reminder. On a more personal, technical area, I'm curious, what was your full name when you were on the planet?
In one life, there was from Shirdi.
And have you reincarnated since you have?
I have not died.